Hi Booktube, I'm here to do a kind of a different tag. It's the Booktube at the Gym tag. It was created by Bookish, and I was tagged by Shay and Rainey Day Reads. I thought, since I don't really go to the gym, I spend most of my time hiking when I can, so I thought I would bring you to the beautiful American River. It's in Auburn, California, which is near where I live, and actually, like, if you read a little bit of history, the American River, they found gold. Auburn, California, where I'm at now, actually has a couple of different statues and monuments and museums dedicated to gold mining, and it's a really cool place. It's really pretty. It's kind of loud, so I hope you can hear me okay. The snow melt in the Sierra Nevadas is bringing lots of water down here, and so there's lots of rapids, and it's really pretty and windy. So yeah, hopefully you can hear me. So let's get into the questions. The first one is, and it's all about the gym. So the first one is bench press. Gives you a chance to show off. What book are you proud of having read? And I'm going to say The Carbon Ideologies by William T. Vollmann. Are two really big books, like over 1,000 pages each probably, but they're well worth my time. I do plan on rereading them because there's so much information. He included graphs and pictures and interviews, and yeah, it was a wonderfully depressing read. Yeah, he's a really interesting mind. Number 2, leg day. Lots of people like to skip leg day. What book, genre, author have you skipped because you don't think you can handle it, or do you wish you had skipped? And I've seen a couple people do this tag, and I'm in the same boat as them of like self-help books. I don't really find them, or like psychology, not psychology books, but yeah, like the self-help books, I don't really find useful. I think if I want to research something, I can just like easily Google it over reading a big 300-page book. Let's see, number 3, crunches. We all know crunches are good for us. What's a book you read because you needed to gain a better understanding of literature, your work, history, etc.? And I'm going to go with history. I read history to gain a better understanding of the world, of people, of how we've gotten to where we are now. And so a particular book that one sticks out in my mind is These Truths by Jill Lepore. And I've mentioned this book a couple of times, but really any history book I've read really ticks that box. Number 4, The Treadmill. It's all about endurance. What's a difficult or long book that you've powered through? And I know that's kind of like a beloved book on Booktube in a way. The Crimson Petal and the White by Michelle Faber. That book was a slog for me. At the beginning, I was interested. It's about a woman named Sugar who is a prostitute, and it's about her journey of kind of gaining wealth and like her life. And while I found that interesting, the book, it was very tedious for me. I couldn't wait for it to be done, and I don't know when I'll pick up another Michelle Faber. It'll be a while. Let's see. Number 5, Lat Rose. This is all about feeling good about yourself. What's a book, an author, or a genre you read because it makes you feel good or brings you joy? And I really enjoy children's books. Whenever I need like a pick-me-up, I'll really go to children's books for middle grade. Other things that bring me joy is like nonfiction. I really love learning, and nonfiction, there's so much to read and learn that, I mean, it's endless, and it's like a whole, it's like I have a whole lifetime of education ahead of me with reading nonfiction. Number 6, squats. That heavy weight can get you down. What's a book that you found depressing but you pushed through? And I like to say, like, kind of like talking about the William T. Vollmann series, anything to do with climate change, I think it's really important to read, but it can be very like heart-wrenching, like the damage we've done, especially reading about different animals that are going extinct or have gone extinct due to our just like belligerence. It's just, and like with the continued I don't know, pollution that we're putting out in the world, it's really hard to read. But they're well worth my time, and so I think it's important for me to know about what's going on. Let's see, number 7, bicep curls. It's easy to overdo these. Name 2 authors you've read too much. And I think I've answered this question before in a previous tag. I used to read a lot of mystery as a kid. I didn't have the internet, and so if I found an author I liked, I would read everything by them. And so 2 others that really stick in my mind are Phyllis A. Whitney and Mary Higgins Clark. I know Mary Higgins Clark is a little bit more well known because she's a current author, whereas Phyllis A. Whitney, she's passed away, and a lot of her books are, I think, out of print. But both of them are like kind of like formulaic mysteries, but I just adore them as a kid. And I wouldn't have given up any of those books. I'm happy to have read any and all of them. Let's see. Number 8, tricep dips. The triceps are too often ignored. Name 3 authors you need to read more of. And I'm going to say Shakespeare. I read a couple of his plays, but not all of them. And I know I really need to read all of them because they have such an effect on the English literature. And then I'm also going to say Anthony Trollope. I've read the Palliser series for Steve Donahue's read-along, and I'm really enjoying him. And so I know he has a huge backlog of books that I need to get to. And then the third author that I need to read more of, Bruce Catton. I'll say, for nonfiction, I'll say him. I've read his trilogy on this, the Civil War, but he also has quite a list of books, and they're all so well done, and he's so knowledgeable that he really brings the Civil War to light. Like I mean, it's such a good writer that I do need to read the rest of his books. And so now I'm done with the last question. Number 9, tag some people to share their literary workout routines. And I'm going to say, I know a lot of people have done this tag, and it's kind of like I'm a little bit slow getting to it, but I wanted to get this special background in the picture, and so I wanted to wait for a weekend when I was able to come up here. So I'm just going to say anyone who, instead of going to the gym to work out, anyone who goes hiking as their workout is tagged. So thanks. I'll see you soon.